Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Angel, Season 2, Episode 2. We kind of set the tone for this second season in the first episode, and we had a little tease of Darla, so I'm hoping, I don't know if we're going to have a stare down or a face-off one-on-one with exes, but that I'm hoping for that in this second episode. If not, they might tease it out and make me wait until later on in the season, but that's kind of the moment at this point that I'm really looking forward to. Like I talked about in the last reaction of episode 1, my favorite part was seeing Faith, and that conversation between Faith and Angel was really touching, and I don't know, just that's just one of those small little actions. I'm sure that in the big picture, world-saving scale, if we looked at all of Angel's good deeds, visiting, this young girl who has done a lot of evil things and spending some time with her is probably very low on the list of like objective good that he's contributed towards the world. But it's those little moments that really make me like Angel a lot as a character and appreciate the humanity in this vampire who is fighting for good. Just the empathy that he has. I really think that he sees so much of himself in a young Faith, and that's why he sees that good in her. I mean, I've talked about this. I'm probably repeating myself from many other reactions, but just seeing that moment and also seeing Faith, I'm excited. Are we going to have a prison break? Is Faith going to get out there somehow? I mean, hopefully not. I think she needs to serve her time to pay her dues, kind of. But in the future, sometime later in the season, if she is freed, or if she can somehow join the gang of Wesley, Cordy, and Angel, that would be a lot of fun. I mean, I've yet to see a fully developed Faith as a good character. And even though, back when it was going on and I was wondering, is she going to have a redemption arc, I would have probably preferred if she had remained a villain, someone who you really felt bad for and that you wish could turn their life around, but they just never did. Since that's not the direction the show is going, I am excited to see kind of that other side of Faith and maybe see her struggling to really make the transition into a good character. I mean, I know the terms good and evil are oversimplifying things, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna stop talking right now. Let's just get right into the reaction. As always, the full reactions are on Patreon. All the episodes, Buffy and Angel, as well as future episodes if you care to support the channel. For now, let's get into today's reaction. Angel, Season 2, Episode 2.
English breakfast tea? Oh, pause.
Casual blood right next to your coffee. I like it. I asked for sugar in my blood.
Bad.
What?
Starting to coagulate.
Now you're getting picky? Now you're getting picky?
Oh, that's cinnamon. What, I can't try something?
I like it.
There's no client. I'll check back with you later, see what you found out.
It's more than just a sudden interest in real estate.
Access police files, focus on cold cases.
Does that mean an appearance from Kate is coming up?
I believe whatever made this place its home did so for some time.
Right up to the end.
Weekly bill for $217.
Well, why me? I did it last time.
Why does he not want to hand off the bill?
Instead of this bill, I delivered an eviction notice.
Evict residents on the grounds of the heebie-jeebies. We did. We'd have to shut down.
Ever look into his eyes?
Don't try it. Oh, you know something, don't you, bro? Of course, management making everyone else do the work, as usual. Yeah, that's a horror movie hallway if there ever was one. I mean, bright side, if he does eat you or kill you, at least you don't have to work this garbage job anymore.
I'll just leave this, outside your door and convenient.
Okay, good. I'm glad he's alive. Oh no, did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon? Oh, wow. I did not expect that. Is Angel really that scary? I mean, I feel like if I met him, I'd just be like, all right, he's, likes to brood and is a little bit quiet maybe, but your old hideout. Did they really film this in an abandoned hotel? That'd be pretty cool if they did.
Yes, I understand what the sign says, but it's wrong. Really have no vacancies at the moment.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. This might be an odd connection, but this reminds me a little bit of Ryan Gosling in Blade Runner 2049, like Angel's existence. Sit down, put your feet up, drink a nice cold can of blood, Angel. Unwind for the day. What is the whispering? Is it demonic voices? Do I want him to look or go back to your room?
I'll be finished here in just 2 shakes, sir.
You're not the maid.
I don't know what you mean.
He means you're lying.
The door was open, and I wasn't trying to steal from. I can explain.
Not interested. Just go.
Dang. I kind of want to know just for my own curiosity at the very least.
I'll help you.
My boyfriend, he's kind of the jealous type.
Oh, was that the dude, like, knocking on the door?
I mean,
Man, no one respects his privacy, do they? Caught red-handed.
Where is she?
No apology for trying to break in?
This really isn't something you want to get involved in.
That's true, which is why you're gonna turn around and go away.
Good response.
Oh, you're hiding her in there.
I'm not hiding anybody.
Why don't you send her on out here, and that way I won't have to come in and get her.
Try it, bro. Please, I want to see this.
You won't mind if I just come in and take a look around then.
No, please, please walk in, please.
Guess I do mind. It's going down.
A lot of meaning in that sentence.
listen, I know we got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of hers either, to be honest.
Storied legacy of murder and mayhem dating back to the hotel's construction in 28.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Elected to tell us the, for instance, point of all this.
He has us compiling incidents, arranging data. Yes, I did notice that, the no point thing.
Embrace some nihilism in your work.
I haven't the slightest idea what to do with all this.
Look who is staying here in 52.
Well, now we know one thing for certain.
Yep.
Why would he not tell them that?
It's not that vampires don't photograph. It's just that they don't photograph well.
I mean,
What was wrong with that photo? He looked like he always looks.
Why didn't you just tell us?
perhaps he was ashamed to.
Oh, you gotta love people who play music so loud in apartments.
It's got me high.
Yes, I did. Yes, I do.
All he says is yes, 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 yes. Is the guy gonna commit suicide or try to kill someone? So whatever this whispered ghost thing is, it can kind of like mind control people like Kilgrave.
Started cleaning the rooms on this floor when she found him.
This is the 3rd one in as many months. Why can't they ever do it in their own homes, for God's sake?
Oh my gosh.
Guy did seem pretty depressed.
Oh, really?
The death wishers usually tip better. Like they know they're not going to take it with them anyway.
They're so unfeeling, I swear.
The way his body's laid down. Tell a lot of
This guy can't hear it though. Only certain people can hear it.
They'll shut you down. Yes, they will.
Who do you want me to call first? Carpet cleaner or the cops?
Don't be mad. No one's calling anyone.
What?
What about him?
What about him? He's dead.
We can't just leave him here.
Of course not. Store him in the meat locker.
A what?
Gonna store him?
The candle salesman in 215 shot himself. I heard they're not even going to report him. The guy punched his own ticket. Why get outside parties involved?
Oh my gosh.
Are all actors this naive? The cops nosing around here asking questions?
Maybe this wasn't a suicide. Are you sure you're safe here?
Dang, this is the last thing I need. I have enough negative thoughts in my head on my own. Do I need a spirit like making me paranoid? Thanks a lot.
World ends in 10 minutes.
What?
I hope you don't mind. I thought I'd say hello. Have you seen the show? I mean, the entire universe explodes.
Sounds exciting.
And it's cheaper than going to the picture. I had to get out of the hotel.
He come back? Your boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Oh wow, good.
Guy in 215. You know, he killed himself. Can you imagine that wallpaper being the last thing you see before you go?
Not a great final sight.
I know you didn't want to before, but you helped me. I needed to thank you for that.
Oh, okay. She is cool.
You're gonna miss the end of the world.
Right.
Angel does, this flashback suits Angel. It's like he could be totally be a noir detective.
See you around.
Yeah.
Things aren't gonna end well for her, are they?
Frank Gilnitz. He worked as a bellman the year Angel was in residence.
Was he framed?
Crime he committed, the murder of the salesman and the storing of the body in the hotel meat locker, occurred in 52.
Oh gosh.
It's kind of like a puzzle. Who died horribly because Angel screwed up 50 years ago game?
This wasn't a suicide.
I thought they found him with the gun still in his hand.
Locked door mystery. I've written it 100 times.
Hey, can you come in here for a sec?
Why?
The guy in 215, it wasn't a suicide. He was murdered.
I don't think so.
There's going to be police and questions you might want to know in case maybe...
Why is she worried? Does she have a record or something?
Everyone here's got something to hide.
I just figured that I owed you a heads up what you did for me before, so...
Okay.
Thanks.
Why does she have to hide from the cops, though? What did she do?
Does this have anything to do with that PI I tossed out of here?
Oh, see, I knew I didn't trust her right away. Breaking into someone's room.
I'm pretty sure he works for my former employers.
Who are?
I was a teller there.
But what did you do? Steal money?
I think maybe they want this back.
Don't help her, Angel.
I haven't spent any of it. Not a dime. I didn't even bring myself to touch it.
Why take it?
Yeah.
I was angry, and I guess I panicked so well. I loved this job, and I loved this guy.
But why'd you steal all of it?
They found out about me at the bank, and so they fired me. Peter found out why, and he broke it off. So I took this, and I just ran. Aren't you gonna ask me why they fired me?
Why'd they fire you?
Okay, good. I thought he wasn't gonna ask. I want to know.
I've been passing since I was 15 years old for white. My mother was colored. My father's blood isn't pure.
What?
I've never stolen anything before in my life. Things that they called me.
Fear makes people do stupid things.
I was stupid, and I wish I'd never done it.
I didn't mean you.
Yeah, it's talking about your stupid employer.
They were afraid. That's why they fired you.
Or just racist, right?
I leave now, it'll look too suspicious. But if I stay here and the cops find this...
They're not gonna find it.
So where do we put her? She was being tracked by federal authorities for bank robbery and was never heard from again.
Did she escape? Maybe Angel helped her escape and, like, leave the country or something.
I guess it'll be okay down here. It's only for a few days.
Judy, there are no cops.
What?
Well, not yet. I can't go to prison. I can't. It's like being buried alive.
Oh no, oh no.
I want you to go back to your room and stay there.
And put on noise-canceling headphones.
Something that's making people crazy.
What if it turns her against him, or vice versa?
The money ended up on the bank's doorstep. And if they saw that I didn't spend any of it...
No, that's not how it's gonna work.
Maybe I could be free of this whole thing.
Maybe.
There is such a thing as forgiveness, right?
From the bank? No. I want to see what this thing is. Is it just a spirit? Like, or does it have a form?
Some force was residing at the Hyperion staff and residents.
Thesulac.
What?
Paranoia demon.
How did you figure that out, Cordy?
Feeds on their innate insecurities. Angel wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh. That is so great, Cordy, that she hid the phone for so long.
We could track it and find out where it went, but it's still here. I want you and Cordy down here ASAP.
Raise it?
Well, we have to force it to become corporeal in order to kill it.
Right.
That sounds risky.
Research the raising ritual.
Already done it.
Angel doing your own research? Since when, bro?
You Denver?
No other cat but me. What can I do you for?
Why do I hate this guy already?
Everything you have on possessing entities, exorcisms, cleansing rituals.
Try this one.
You jerk!
Coward of the night! You bastards just can't walk in here uninvited! Idea who you're dealing with!
Been a long time since I opened a vein, but I'll do it. You pull any more of that Van Helsing Jr. crap with me.
What'd you do with him?
He's in there. I just had to sort of make him fit. No chance I'd get
I'm sure this guy, I mean, he may have been framed for this murder. I wouldn't be surprised if he's murdered someone else.
Maybe he saw you with one of your little trysts. Perhaps your little peccadillos to the press.
Don't you dare use alliteration with me, you hack. Studio won't take your phone call, comrade.
Pansy red.
The way all these people talk, it's like they're putting on their own amateur hour theater with their own real dialogue. It's special. Oh no.
They know about you. They'll turn you in. How long do you think someone like you will last in prison?
I mean, those are exactly her fears. It's like, how can Angel conquer negative thoughts?
You gotta make it fat. That only happens after it's had a nice big feed. Or if you raise a herb of ram to him. Now I got one I can let you have for cheap.
For free.
Nice negotiation, Angel.
You also need sacred herbs.
Would you trust this guy's information after, you kind of threatened him?
I'd go with something big and heavy. Vampire wanting to slay a demon in order to help some grubby humans? I just don't get it.
I'm not sure I do either.
Want
once asked me where you could purchase a gun.
That was for protection. Salesman who was ready to turn you in for solicitation?
He shot himself, remember?
It's gotta be a play. It's gotta be a play within a movie play thing.
Yeah, she could have found him and then shot him.
Name's C. Mulvihill, P.I. I'm looking for this woman.
I'm surprised he's not searching for Angel after what he did to his face, too. The reinforcements have arrived.
Thezulak of the Netherworld, command you, leave our minds and join us on this, the physical plane.
Maybe if they all do a group meditation, they can get rid of all the thoughts, you know?
Orba Ramjarin, please, makes it happen.
Please. And do be careful.
Notoriously fragile.
Why would he do that?
All right, whatever it's whispering to you, just ignore it.
We invoke thee by the power of all the priests of Ramjarin.
It's like a palantir.
What was once in our thoughts be now in our midst.
I want to see what it looks like.
Please stop me, you're hurting me.
We're gonna do more than that if you don't start telling.
What, everyone else turned her in?
There's a fake. We have proof.
Who knows what else she's lied about?
It wasn't me, it wasn't me. Stop, it was him. Look at his room, go ahead, look, he's got blood, he's a monster.
Oh my gosh. Really? Really? This is how you say thank you? I mean, I guess it's the paranoia demon that, like, played into her fears, but still. No good deed goes unpunished. Come on, Angel, take on the mob. Oh, he's just having a great time. Seriously? What is wrong with these people? This is like the worst of the worst.
Yeah! Swing, you freak! Yeah, that's right, you had that coming.
I'm glad that guy gets caught, honestly.
Oh my lord, what have we done?
Yeah, what have you done? I mean...
Where's everybody going? Come on. It's just a...
Oh, just an execution randomly by mob. Just that, you know. Just like, you know, Tuesday, go get burgers, Wednesday, execution. I honestly wish he had done that when the whole mob was there, just to freak them out, but probably the smarter route. Oh, it's Palpatine.
I don't know about you, but I'm stuffed. God, I love people.
No wonder he stayed at this hotel with the types of people who lived here, though.
They feed me the worst, and I gotta serve it right back to them. Fear and prejudice turns to certainty and hate. Take another bite and
That guy is terrifying.
Beautiful dad. Got your feelings hurt, didn't you? See now what happens when you stick your neck out for them? Throw a rope around it. Thought you'd made a friend. She had. That's what made her the yummiest. Without you, she would have been just another appetizer. You plumped her up good. She's a meal that's gonna last me a lifetime.
Props to the creature design, the makeup for this one.
There's an entire hotel here just full of tortured soul could really use your help. What do you say?
F you, that's what I say.
Take them all.
No way.
I don't remember ordering takeout. I like what you brung me. Tasty paranoia just the same.
I don't think so.
Just like that one.
Why are you singling out Wesley? Don't pick on Wesley.
Here a long time ago. You should have gotten out when you had the chance.
Honestly.
Now, why would I want to do that? The room service in this hotel still excellent. The paranoia here. Fine wine.
It's better with age. Gun?
Yeah, it's not gonna be that easy.
Kitchen's closed.
Will that work? We go reverse Palpatine with the lightning back on you, bro. Is it really that easy to kill him, though? I honestly thought he was gonna be way stronger. That's alright, if Palpatine can return somehow, so can that dude. That's the same girl? She's actually been living here? Or is this like a ghost vision?
Judy.
I don't hear them anymore. Are they gone?
She's really been living here all this time?
It's you.
look the same.
Dorian Gray over here.
I'm not.
I like that answer.
Because of me, I killed you. Can I go out now? You can go out. Let me help you.
If she's been stuck in here all those years, she's gonna have a lot to learn about the world, too.
Just a little rest. I'm so sorry I killed you. Can you forgive me? Of course. I'm just going to rest, just for a minute.
She's gonna pass away, isn't she?
And then I'm going to go out.
I wonder why that demon kept just her in the hotel all those years.
Paranoid? Never been one of them.
That knowing look between Cordy and Gunn. I would say Wesley maybe is a little neurotic, not paranoid, right?
I, for one, will be glad to see the last of this place. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
No lie.
Bad vibes.
We're moving in.
I mean, if you throw...
What?
...a lot.
Angel,
Why would you move here?
the last century, this place has been host not only to a malevolent demonic presence, the very worst faces of humanity. This is a house of evil.
I agree.
Not anymore.
Well, do several blessings before you move your things. I mean, maybe it is a good space. If it's abandoned, do they even have to pay rent?
Especially paranoid, do you?
Not especially.
Oh, God.
Poor Wesley, he's gonna be insecure about that just because that dumb demon singled him out. All right, so that's Angel, Season 2, Episode 2. That was a good episode. I mean, obviously, we didn't focus on kind of what I was hoping for, Darla showing up, or the main storyline of the show, but we kind of had a one-off episode that, by the end of it, apparently, it's kind of establishing their new base of operations at this hotel. And if I was one of the characters, like if I was Wesley or Cordy, I don't know if I'd be crazy about moving into a place, like Wesley said, where all this evil has been done and this evil entity has lived for so many years. I'd just be like, I don't know. I don't want to risk that bad energy around me. But for me as a viewer, I do think that hotel was a cool set piece and location. So I do think that could be a nice recurring location that we see, I'm assuming, for the rest of this season and maybe more seasons to come. So I do think that's a really good location they got for that. But overall, the actual episode, I mean, it was cool to see a flashback of Angel and in a different time period, not like back in the origin of Angelus, but instead we get to see Angel, just a little bit of a throwback here, and truly living in a place where there's a lot of disgusting, you know, prejudiced, paranoid, angry type of people. And that makes so much sense that Angel would just, you know, I just think his sense of self-worth and his guilt would drive him to live in a place like that, being surrounded by people like that. And of course, then we had the character Judy, who didn't seem like she belonged with those kind of criminal characters. You know, obviously when she betrayed Angel, that was wrong. And I wonder, I think that this episode kind of left it up to interpretation, like to what degree that whispered demon Palpatine was influencing people and controlling them. I don't think that he took over. I think, and kind of like he was explaining in that scene with Angel, which I really, really liked when he was talking to him. I thought there were some really tense moments. I really liked his creature design. I'll talk about that more. But I think all he did is like kind of like a paranoid thought or a recurring thought or just a spiral of negativity. I think it's something anyone with a brain can relate to, you know, where you get in that type of mindset or you have this type of fear, even if it's an irrational one, it can just be playing over and over in your head, and it really can kind of drive you crazy and make you feel horrible. You know, that definitely is possible just with thinking. So I think that this entity, it whispered things, but that's all it did. I would prefer that, actually. I don't think it like put them under a trance or controlled them the way that Dracula was controlling characters in episode 1 of season 5 of Buffy. I mean, I liked that, but for different reasons. But for this creature, I think that it's, at least how I would like to take it, is that it's not that he was forcing Judy to betray Angel, but that he had been slowly, you know, feeding into Judy's fears so that she was really on edge. And in that moment when the people, you know, were being so horrible, just basically mobbing her, and who knows what they would have done to Judy if she hadn't, you know, blamed Angel. But in that moment, she kind of caved into her weakness and blamed Angel. you know, and I like that moment. I mean, obviously it was difficult, and, you know, Judy, I went from just not getting a good vibe from her to liking her to then being like, wait, you're a thief. Oh, wait, the bank was horrible. It's okay. I don't care if you steal their money, to like, oh, wait, you just betrayed Angel. So really, I had very mixed feelings, and it was going back and forth as the episode continued on basically the whole time. But that final scene in present day where Angel sees the elderly Judy, you know, I'm a little bit confused about the logistics, like how was she eating, how was she surviving, but I'm going to forget all that and just kind of focus on the emotional moment where he got to see this woman who had betrayed him and thought all this time that she had killed him. And that was a touching scene. That was moving. And I think that Judy, in her final moments, the fact that when she saw Angel, I mean, first of all, her existence there all those years must have been hell. I mean, just horrible with that thing and being stuck there, probably, you know, just imagine living a life with like the worst negative thoughts going on in your brain and being isolated in a horrible hotel room. Also, no Wi-Fi. But that scene was very touching between the two of them, and how she apologized to Angel, and how you could really see the peace and the relief on her face by spending those final moments with him and seeing that he was okay. So I like that. I like the scene between the two of them. That was touching. And I think that kind of plays into this idea of paranoia and fear in general. I would take that as the overall theme of this episode. But I think that by having a character like Judy, who, you know, we can kind of relate to, we can root for, unlike, you know, the horrible people working at the hotel. But even good people, you know, you can get cast under a spell. You can get, you know, caught up in this cycle of fear. And that can lead you to do terrible things, like betray a friend or blame someone else. It's not like good people aren't susceptible to negative thoughts, to paranoid thoughts, to prejudice. You know, that's something that anyone with a brain has to kind of be careful about and guard against. And just like a real brain, this entity is kind of working at them slowly over time, influencing their subconscious, which is part of the reason I thought that as a one-off kind of evil creature spirit, it was really good. And I was impressed. I was, you know, wondering when it first was showing up, when we just see this, like, I don't know exactly what it was, not really a cloud. It was like just almost like a glaze when it was emerging. I'm like, is it not even going to have like a face? Is it going to be some CGI monster that looks kind of bad? But then when we actually saw the image, I thought it was really good creature design. One of my favorites. I mean, he looked good. I thought the makeup was good on his face. He looked kind of like a creepy, deformed Palpatine. The actor did a really good job with his voice sounding sinister, and just the malevolence and the enjoyment he got from seeing these people give in to their worst, baser instincts and fears, and especially kind of how he really fed off Judy, someone who is a better person, but then who gave in to those bad instincts, those bad urges. I thought that was really good, kind of tense scene. And then also the design, the little touch where he was so tall, you know, like towering over Angel, and he had those tentacles. I like that a lot. And I honestly wish he hadn't, I mean, I almost wish he wasn't just a one-off villain character, because I think you could play with a lot of different things with some entity that infiltrates people's thoughts. You know, that's just an interesting thing. I feel like there's a lot more you could explore with that. But also, I was bummed out that he just died that quickly. I mean, I get it. They did their research. They came prepared. So it makes the characters of Angel, Wesley, Cordy, and Gunn more intelligent, which makes sense. They've been doing this for a while. But just because he was so cool and he was intimidating and creepy, I kind of was bummed out. He's just like gone. Just like that. R.I.P. But I thought it was a good episode. It was different. It was nice to mix things up with that kind of flashback and having that first half with Cordy, Wesley investigating, trying to figure out what exactly Angel was keeping from them. And I did like just the overall look and feel of the hotel. It made me feel a little bit like I was, you know, like Tower of Terror. Has anyone been on that ride? I know it's changed to Guardians now, but I was lucky enough to go on it. It's a long, long time ago. But I remember like being really impressed, just even as you're waiting in line for that ride, like going in there, just had such a creepy vibe. It was really kind of just cool and dark. And I got a similar kind of feel from this hotel. So that is, like I said at the beginning of this afterthoughts part here, I am excited that they are going to set up base there. You know, as a viewer, I think that's cool. And also I will just say, and this is my opinion, I don't think Wesley is paranoid. I mean, I'd love to know. Do you guys think Wesley is paranoid? Like I said, I think, you know, he might be an overthinker, maybe a little bit neurotic, maybe a little bit nerdy, you know, some things like that. And I don't even think those are bad traits. Those are just personality traits, really, you know. But if a demon was going to trash talk Wesley, is he paranoid? I feel like if you live in the world of LA with these creatures and demons and all the stuff that we've seen in all of season 1 up until this point, I think you're good to be on edge and have your guard up and be suspicious of things. I mean, how many times have I been paranoid in reactions where I'm like, can we trust this character? Is this person good? Are they going to turn into a demon? And I'm not living it. These people are living it. So I think Wesley, that guy was just trying to get inside your head. Please don't let him. That's all I'll say. But thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. As always, full reaction, future reactions are on Patreon if you want to support and watch along with those. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.